You're watching Ned the Dead and Doc Moreau. Check out their stuff at nedthedead.com.
Welcome to Chiller Theater with Ned the Dead, Dr. Moreau, and Edna the Talking Skull. Tonight, killers from space. Ladies and gentlemen, Ned the Dead.
Chiller Theater, it's my kind of show. It's a crazy show. It's a happy show. It's my show, you know. It's actually not my show. You know what I say? It's really the show of all the men that get together in a weird kind of locker room way and put this show together, friends. I want to share with you what the show's really about. There's a core group of 6, 7 guys. You know, we gather together, generally we're just, it's raincoat and supporters usually, stuff like that. And we gather together in the studio to produce a show for you that makes you feel like you're in the steam room at the downtown Y. I mean, just that kind of a sense that you don't really want to sit down, yet you're so hot that you gotta sit down. One of those kind of deals. And yet you know that something icky's creeping somewhere that it ought not be. That's the nature of Chiller Theater, friends. And now, to personify that in a way to quantify it, here's Doc Moreau's movie lore. Doc, you're sweaty and hot.
A master spy devises a complex mission, but instead of assembling a team of agents, he needs just one individual with a unique skill set, speaks several languages, maybe plays a rare musical instrument, belongs to a particular profession. A supercomputer spits out 4 punch cards, each naming a U.S. citizen who fits the bill. But one's out of the country, one's just died, one's just broke both legs skiing, leaving only one to be persuaded to do his duty, undergo extensive training, and finally pull off the mission. That was the 1967 TV pilot for a show called Call to Danger. And while CBS did not make it into a series, they did want its star to take over as the lead on a show called Mission Impossible. That was Peter Graves, who 13 years earlier starred in tonight's movie, Killers from Space. Peter Graves, who kids today may know best for his role in the movie comedy classic Airplane and his Geico insurance ad. Peter Graves, also the brother of Gunsmoke's James Arness. Hey Ned, Gunsmoke, there it is again. But back to Call to Danger. Cool idea for a show, yeah? Especially in today's economy. Why pay for real agents when some schmuck average citizen will do? What? Something about Killers from Space? Okay, it might actually have been the first movie to deal with alien abduction and aliens interested in our nuclear defenses. Seriously? Love the lore. Ned?
There you go, friends. It's Doc Moreau's movie lore. Always exciting, always warm and sweaty, always a feeling. I always feel more relaxed after movie lore. There's some certain things that happen in your life where afterwards you feel like, oh man, just great. To me, when I have like 3, 4 bowls of Captain Crunch, I always get that sense like that I'm sated at this point. I feel just good and feel whole and wholesome and healthy. That's how I feel after Doc's movie lore. Let's go enjoy the movie or what? Roll it, Lester.
Soledad Flats, Nevada. The time, 6:15 a.m.
Good evening, mesdames and messieurs. Once again, Chiller is proud to present
another installment of Stock Footage Theater.
Arduous planning. Operation A-bomb test underway.
Detonation minus 2 minutes.
Military personnel, from buck private to top-ranking brass. Men from research and news services move into position. The bomb-carrying plane makes its initial run. Radar with eyes that never sleep. Special equipment go into operation. All orders are carried out with split-second precision. Warning is given to all commercial aircraft to stay out of the test area.
Detonation minus 70 seconds.
Planes take to the air, carrying sensitive instruments and nuclear scientists, ready to record the radioactivity from the closest possible vantage point.
Detonation minus 40 seconds.
The bomb-carrying plane nears the target. Tension mounts as all members of the flight crew anticipate the task to pinpoint the bomb on a tiny circle of Earth below. Now the plane wings its way toward ground zero. Warning signal is sounded. All observers prepare for the blinding flash of the bomb.
Detonation minus 20 seconds.
Command of the plane is given to the bombardier. Ground zero dead ahead. The key man now goes into action. Bomb bay doors open.
Feel free to move closer, folks.
Plenty of seats up front.
Detonation minus 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And this is the beginning.
Tar Baby 2.
We're circling ground zero at radius of 7.5 miles. Altitude 15,000 feet. Airspeed full 50. Stand by.
Roger and over.
She's all yours.
This is Dr. Martin. Here are the readings. 0.378 negative. Second indicator. 1.08 negative. Radiation 0.4. Over.
Roger, proceed according to plan.
Wilco and out.
Take her in closer.
Okay, Dr. Martin.
Miles from the center of the column. Radiation was too strong.
What's that thing shining below?
Looks like a fireball. Better check.
Dr. Martin. Dr. Martin, we're in trouble.
Pull out.
Pull out! I can't! The controls are frozen!
Tar Baby 2 from base. Come in, Tar Baby 2. Come in, Tar Baby 2. We've lost contact, sir. Baker 2, sir. Yes, sir. All patrol craft in test area. This is a Mayday. Repeat, this is a Mayday. Proceed to segment Baker 17. Search for Tar Baby 2.
Baby 7. Wreckage sighted southwest corner, Soledad Flats. Ship appears completely demolished. No sign of survivors. Over.
Roger, Tar Baby 7. Circle wreckage at 1000 feet until arrival of helicopter rescue unit.
Dr. Kruger, Colonel Banks speaking. Would you mind coming into my office right away, please? Thank you. As I was saying, our search planes found the wreckage of your husband's plane, Mrs. Martin. A rescue crew was sent out, but
they must have reached the wreckage hours ago. Why can't they find her?
I honestly don't know, Mrs. Martin. Yes, come in. Helen.
Kurt. Colonel Banks. Isn't there any hope?
I'm afraid not, Mrs. Martin. They found the pilot dead in the wreckage. And according to all reports, no one could have bailed out. I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Martin.
Go ahead and have a good cry, my dear.
I'll just go burn one while I wait.
Good morning, Mr. Phelps. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to apparently die in a tragic plane crash, then be resurrected by pop-eyed aliens. Good luck, Jim.
Dr. Martin! Dr. Martin, are you all right?
I am, yes.
It's Dr. Martin! Call the base hospital! Come on, Doctor. Come on.
All right, look up to your right. And now look over to your left. All right, you get up now. Well, everything seems all right. Except, can't you recall anything that happened from the time your plane crashed until...
I remember the controls froze. The next thing I saw was the main gate of the base.
Your plane was completely demolished, the pilot burned to death, and you show off the picture of health. Are you sure you weren't driven here?
Positive.
You don't remember where you got this?
Mm-mm.
Oh, just a hair higher.
No more nippy.
You know, your medical chart shows no indication of any scars on your body.
I must have got it in a crash.
Now, this was surgery. A very skillful incision.
I've never had an operation.
Now, that's what I don't understand.
Mr. Briggs. Colonel Banks. How are you, Mr. Briggs?
Fine, how are you?
Fine. I see the FBI doesn't waste much time.
Well, not if we can help it, Colonel.
Oh, you know our base surgeon, Major Clift?
Sure. How have you been, Major?
How do you do? Well, I guess you gentlemen have business to discuss.
Oh, no. This won't take a minute. Sit down.
Sit down, will you please, gentlemen? Cigarette.
Oh, thank you.
I understand you've already talked with Dr. Martin.
I just left it.
Ah, the 50s.
Smoking was still good for you.
I miss smoke. I should have been a fireman.
No. Colonel, according to my files, Dr. Martin is just about the key man on this nuclear project.
Yes, along with Dr. Kruger, he is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know they're both good friends, and, both have knowledge and access to top-secret information.
Well, that's very true, but that's no reason to suspect that
we can suspect anything, Colonel, until Dr. Martin accounts for every minute from the time of the crash.
The shock must have caused a mental block. His mind doesn't want to remember the details. The origin of the scar on his chest, how he got back to the base under his own power.
Did you ever stop to think that perhaps
this Dr. Martin isn't really the Dr. Martin?
Which is to say, our Dr. Martin?
Or your Dr. Martin?
Or the real Dr. Martin?
Or a Dr. Martin?
What are you getting at?
What I mean is that this man could be an imposter. Rick speaking. Oh, they did come through, huh? They do check. That's what I've been waiting for, thanks. Get me Colonel Banks at the base, please. No, I'll wait.
Oh, yes, Mr. Briggs. Any news on the line you were getting on Dr. Martin?
Just heard from Washington. Well, I was wrong. This is our man, all right. His prints and description check right down the line. Now, here's what I suggest you do.
But you say he's in excellent physical condition, yet you're keeping him in the base hospital. Why?
Mrs. Martin, you must realize that your husband is engaged in a highly secret work. If this experience had, well, affected his mind...
Are you trying to tell me that Doug is...
No. It's nothing serious, Mrs. Martin. His reflexes are excellent. Except for that one lapse of memory, his mind is perfectly clear.
Isn't that natural under the circumstances?
Yes. Except for the question of the scar on his chest.
I know he didn't have it before the crash.
Well, I'm sure he didn't, Mrs. Martin. But you see, it would be impossible for a wound of this size to have healed so quickly and without medical attention.
Well, you can't keep him here indefinitely.
Well, we don't intend to. We've asked you to come down here because we've decided to let you take him home, provided you can keep him quiet and he gets enough rest.
I understand. Now we'll just have to take that vacation he's been wanting for so long.
Vacation? To watch him, you'd think you never heard of one.
Yes, he must have asked me 100 times when the next test was scheduled. He's anxious to take his own readings again.
Well, he did have a key part in the planning of these projects.
Well, is there anything he should or shouldn't be allowed to do?
No. Except he does need diversion. Anything that won't upset or excite him.
I see. Movies, bridge, drives, things like that.
Well, you're the doctor now. Just see that he gets plenty of rest.
Thank you. Goodbye, Colonel.
Goodbye. See you later, Major.
Hey, kids, back on Chiller Theater, Doc Moreau. You know, friends, if you're considering what's going to happen to you... Too bad you don't, stop. Please don't do that anymore. I'm just expecting... Dude, you just wiped a little bit of the white off the end of the nose. Yeah, now, see what would have been funny, I think, is if you had another huger sound effect for when you touched me. Something horrible. Once again, friends, I'll tell you what you have here is, please, if you would stop that right now, all right? It's okay for a while, but when you keep in mind here, friends, here's two guys that I'm almost 50 years old. Doc Moreau here, I don't really know, but I'm guessing he ain't 22. One of them, fat little man, old man, paints his face and barks and does that. The other jumps about like Tinkerbell with a little sound maker poking other men and triggering the, what this reminds me of, though, is I know some guys that shot a commercial with Leslie Nielsen back in the time when Airplane, when he was on Airplane. Well, it turns out that Leslie Nielsen has this trait where he keeps an artificial fart-making sound thing, and he triggers it all the time. And these dudes were saying it was funny at first, right? And they shot with him for like 2 days. So there he is, he's got the and he's doing it. Well, he did it like 1,000 times to the point where they don't know if he doesn't have a little something going on underneath.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Deep inside the Johnson's Wax Laboratories, a special kind of car cleaner is being blended into a new kind of wax to create push-button paste waxing for your car. New Instant J-Wax. Inside, the hard wax suspends itself as millions of wax molecules for easy spreading. That's the speed waxing secret of new Instant J-Wax.
Just push the button, spread it around. Dirt comes off, wax goes on. Real wax you can feel. Now buff it lightly to lock in the luster for months to come.
You're done in half the time. Paste wax protection with push-button ease. So let it rain and watch that water bead. There's nothing like J-Wax to put between your car and the weather. J-Wax, regular in the economy can, instant in the new push-button can. J-Wax.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hello,
hey, everybody.
No, See, that time I caught you. No, that time
My bad.
I thought I would. He's made me so self-conscious the last few weeks. You know, he's got me, again, I'm sort of on autopilot as a human, and I don't have as much thought as, a lot of people put.
You have surprised me as well. You were talking about Leslie Nielsen before.
That's right.
Who was in Airplane.
Yes.
With Peter Graves.
Yes.
The star of Killers from Space. That's Lorik, baby. That is Lorik. Nice.
Again, noises never really should be stopped. Do not do that again. Okay, that is. I've reached the point where the funny touching with fine. Go ahead. Here we go. Go ahead. Thank you. Whatever, man. Luckily, I have this. You know what? There's a thing in life about personal space. And some people violate your personal space to the point where it drives you crazy. And they're like close talkers, obviously from Seinfeld fame. And what I've developed is just a huge gut. And they can't get that darn close to me. There's been times when they want to get right up on me and whatever it is that, would you stop that? Particularly tell you what, if somebody's the engineer, my friend, I think you got her, whatever that was. I don't know where to go there. I've been to the Railroad Museum lately, and it's a fun place. A lot going on there. I highly recommend it, everybody. The Railroad Museum, a really interesting. Could you please move up here in the booth? Thank you very much. You remind me of the Silver Streak there, in a sense. If you know what I mean. All right, we got a little something coming up. We've got another Chiller Theater Presents coming up. This one, what was it called again? The Flying Saucers. And it was described to me, you'd think that I would have watched many of the things on the show, but no. Described to me as kind of a movie trailer, but kind of a helpful instructional guide. It's a video meant to please you, much like all the rest of Chiller Theater. Let's go enjoy it. What?
From the orange groves of Florida to the Big Apple, no one is safe from the probing saucers. Jump in your car and go see this movie. It wasn't a prostate exam, and it wasn't a dream. First 25 viewers win a free t-shirt. Discover the probing saucers for yourself, but watch your back. From executive producer Al Gore, who brought you The Inconvenient Truth, comes another Inconvenient Truth. Join three unlikely companions on the quest to block the probing saucers.
Hey, everybody back on Chili. Stop it. I've asked. Again, the self-conscious. You know, I have made a career out of doing things and not letting my conscience harm me, because the conscience, you know, I mean, conscience can be a good thing. It can get you, you know, it can keep you out of trouble and keep you on the straight and narrow and those kind of things. But it can also infringe upon the part of you that would make you wish to do certain things that are, you know, interesting and fun and whatever. So in this sense, and again, you're kind of, I'm feeling a little self-conscious here in the booth. Now, let's go back to your lore for a minute, my friend, because the lore was very heavy on that pilot show. What's the story on that deal?
Yes, Call to Danger.
Yeah, you like that, don't you?
It got Peter Graves the job on Mission Impossible, and I actually remember watching it back in 1967.
No, here, never say that. Never name years. That's never a good thing.
Much better than tonight's movie.
You know, Mission Impossible was, as when that thing was on, and for many of you kids, you've never seen Mission Impossible other than the horrible Tom Cruise version. Tom Cruise creeps me out. I cannot, I have a problem with Tom Cruise. But the original television show, it was a sleek, wouldn't you call it? It was a really interesting, sleek vehicle for...
I like the fake accents and the plastic faces.
Yeah, it was nice. It was really a cool show. If you ever get the chance, do they ever run that anymore? Well, I guess not. All right, forget what we just said, everybody. Let's go enjoy the movie, or what?
What's the matter?
I can't sleep.
What time is it?
After 3. I think I'll get myself a glass of milk. Give me squadron operations. Duty desk, please. Helen, what did you get up for? This is Dr. Martin calling. Who is this speaking?
Sergeant Bandero. Anything I can do for you, Doctor?
I wondered if there were any last-minute orders on another atomic test. What do you mean you can't tell me?
Sorry, sir. Regulations. I can't give out information to anyone. No, sir. It won't do you any good to come down.
All right, we'll see about that. I've got to get out to the base right away. Alan, don't you agree with me? I've spent months preparing for this series of tests, and no sergeant is going to push me around now. Well, aren't you going to say anything?
No.
Look, I know they're ready for another test, and I should be there.
Can't you understand that they don't want you around for your own good?
I don't need their sympathy. There's nothing wrong with me.
Then why are you acting this way? You're all on edge. If you don't slow down, I don't know what's going to happen.
You really believe that, don't you?
Look, Doc, if you won't take it easy for your own sake, please, do it for mine.
Hey, watch it, you kids.
Dr. Martin, you've got a bed of your own. It's the 50s, remember?
Smoke all you want, but no hanky-panky with the wife.
Hey, time to get up.
Go away.
All right, stay in bed all day. It's almost 11 o'clock.
What'd you say?
Said it was almost 11 o'clock.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You go put the coffee on while I get dressed.
you say. You had no right to go ahead without me. And you, Kurt, you didn't tell me either. Why? Orders, Doug. Orders? Nonsense. The least that could have been done would have been to let me know. I'm fine. I could have done my work.
I hate to say this, Dr. Martin, but in your present state, you're not considered a very good security risk.
Me? A security risk? My present state? What's the matter with me? How long am I to be considered?
Only temporarily. The results of the test will be available for your study when you return to work.
I am ready, Colonel.
To us, you're still a very sick man. My advice to you is to go home and relax, as you were ordered.
Relax, relax.
Relax, relax.
And if I don't?
Then you'll be confined to the base hospital till you change your mind. Now, what's it going to be? Well, Doctor?
Oh, Dr. Martin. I didn't expect you back so soon.
Haven't you heard? I'm a mental case. Can't even be trusted with my own work. Liable to go berserk at any minute. Colonel Banks will fill you in on the details. Now, don't tell me. Let me see. You're, I know. You're Miss Vincent, the secretary I share with,
Oh, Doctor, you can't be serious. There was no one in your office, so I thought you wouldn't mind.
Oh, that's all right. It's all right. As far as I'm concerned, you can take the rest of the day off.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't really belong here. I just came in to pick up a few personal things from my desk.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Right here. This got him Mission Impossible.
Yeah, Doc?
Yeah, somebody remembered the famous sneaking into the safe scene in Killers from Space.
Shut up! Shut up!
gate, please.
Just a minute, Doctor. Main gate, Sergeant Powers. Dr. Kruger? Dr. Kruger. No, he checked out. Yeah, about 20 minutes ago. Okay. Sorry to keep you waiting, Doctor.
That's all right.
Okay, Doctor. Will you sign out, please?
We'll post a couple of men outside of Dr. Kruger's office. Give me Colonel Banks at the Officers Club.
Thank you, Doctor. Good night.
Hey, everybody, back here on Chiller Theater.
And another interesting thing about Call to Danger.
He's still talking about this.
One of the few pilots that was made twice. Peter Graves took another shot at it in 1973 after Mission Impossible was over. So it has a footnote in television history for that reason as well.
Now, I'd like to talk for a minute, if I could, about, well, no. There's the whole concept of milk. You know, you get up and you can't sleep, and you go and have a glass of milk. You know what I'm saying? You know, to me, that's what I think. When I wake up and I can't sleep, I think, boy, I'd like to find the one thing in my refrigerator that coats my mouth with an icky white goop, because that's going to really help my sleep. You know what I mean? I don't want to have any water. I don't want to have anything fresh and delicious. I'd like to have something, you know, again, I love milk, but the whole concept that helps me sleep is just something that I've never been able to.
What about chocolate milk?
Oh, no, chocolate milk, on the other hand, she's good no matter what. Cold chocolate milk, really. Don't do the tongue move. All right, everyone, here we go. Let's go watch some stuff.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Nothing does it like 7-Up, 7-Up. Nothing does it like 7-Up. Right now, you are probably asking yourself, how can I give a successful party anytime? Well, first you need a confetti cutter, a horn tooter, a balloon blower, and of course, plenty of food, plenty of laughs, and most important of all, plenty of 7-Up. Everybody likes the fresh, clean taste of 7-Up.
It's party time, and 7-Up is the perfect thirst quencher. 7-Up makes all good food taste better. Next time the party's on you, serve sparkling 7-Up.
Remember, folks, food, laughs, and 7-Up. Give every party a real lift. Nothing does it like 7-Up, 7-Up.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Ned, reach the bell! Ned, reach the bell! Ned, reach the bell!
Hey, everybody, we're back on Chiller Theater, and letters. Ooh, we get letters, and the letters that we love to enjoy. You know, that's gotten a lot better, my friend. I have to feeling pretty good about that. Now, we receive a lot of letters that are regular, normal old letters, and then we receive letters like this right here, really black, dark letters. That this one was on black paper. It's the weirdest thing. No, actually, it's not. Where's that light thing that I used the last time? Oh, here we go. You know what, friends? There was a point where, I don't have it. Grab my keys over there. You got the over there on the thing. Oh, yeah, there they are. I got to say that there was, actually, sorry, Doc, you back there? All right, here we go, everybody. Now, I want to show you, once again, I got this really neat thing from my kids for, for Christmas. That was nice. All right, now here, look at this letter right here. Look at that. It's got all this crazy stuff on it. It's really a coolly written letter. And again, that tells me that it's going to be a very interesting read. Now, having said that, all right, here we go. Take my horrible keys. You know, I don't like having that many keys. You put it in your pocket and you look like, you feel real guilty when you walk into a room filled with women. And you got a wad like this in your front pocket, sitting in your front pocket, and they're quite aware that it's keys, They're thinking, dude, do you do that on purpose? Or is that something that you did by mistake? Whatever. All right, so here we go. This is to Ned the Dead with his trusted physician, Dr. Moreau. Look at this. Beautifully done. And this contains a lot of questions. It says, I have questions and comments galore, so without further ado, let me lay them on you. First and foremost, how's it feel? How's it feel to be local celebrities? I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know neither.
I'll tell you what, we are so not celebrity. You know, I'll be at the grocery store, and people come up and say, "Are you Ned the Dad?" And I go, "Yeah, yeah," and then they go, "Oh." And then they walk away. Seriously. They don't ever like get happy or anything. They just I think they just want to prove it to themselves. Yeah. So we don't know how that feels. Okay, here we go. Do you make public appearances such as walking through nursing homes to cheer up residents? Yeah. Yes, we do. And that's a particular venue that we enjoy. I like the smell, personally. I'm only kidding. That was not a nice thing to say.
Hey, how you doing?
Modern stuff, right. I don't know how I'm doing. Oh, I'm doing better. It's a little lower. I'll be doing a lot better. Thank you. That was sick there. All right. How does it feel to have groupies?
What is this thing, groupies?
Yeah, what?
Groupie. Speak of?
What does that mean? What do you mean, groupies?
What is that?
I don't know. We don't know anything about that, of course. Here we go. Here we go. What's the doctor's medical degree in? OBGYN? It says. See, this is the sickness right here. Is that right on here? What do you think about that, Stirrupmeister?
3 words. Yeah. Turn and cough.
Dr. Pap. Dude, you got the wrong deal going to turn and cough. Obviously, Doc, not real clear on that whole thing. Although, you're one of the few males that uses a speculum. Very unusual. Very different. The way he practices medicine, a little different. You know, I'll tell you a little aside here. I went to a masquerade party one time. Dude went as a gynecologist, and he had like a doctor coat on and was wearing a speculum that was hanging around. Needless to say, no women went within 100 miles of him. Secondly, so I was standing nearby with my soda, and some dude walks up to him and literally says, "Dude, what is that? Double shoehorns?" Oh. And really thought that's what it was. Double, sure, for those feet with 2 heels. You know, so that's where that went. So the other thing is, our reader says, which I love, "I have a favor to ask. Could you please show the mailing address a few seconds longer? But it strikes me that you've already sent me a letter, so shouldn't you have the darn address?"
Good evening, Dr. Kruger.
Yes?
My name's Briggs. I'm from the FBI.
Briggs. Of course, I've heard of you.
I wonder if you'd mind returning to your office with me.
What seems to be the trouble?
Oh, just a few things we'd like to straighten out.
Concerns me?
Well, I'm afraid so, Doctor. Take your own car if you like. I'll meet you there.
All right, I will. The papers seem to be intact.
Is this all classified information, Doctor?
Of course.
You know, according to security regulations, that vault should have been locked before you left.
But I'm certain I did lock it.
All right, then tell me this. Who besides yourself has access to the combination?
Well, the Colonel here and Dr. Martin.
Dr. Martin. He was in the building this afternoon.
That's right. We saw him in my office. He left around 4 o'clock on orders.
He dismissed the secretary a few minutes later, but he didn't sign out of here till 20 minutes after you left.
After I did? Well, there must be some mistake. I personally checked his office just as I was leaving, and he wasn't there.
You always do that, Doctor?
No, but Dr. Martin has been acting, well, quite strange of late.
Yes, he certainly has.
His wife telephoned to say that he hadn't come home as usual. I was very much concerned about it.
So am I. He still hasn't shown up yet. What kind of pipe tobacco do you use, Dr. Kruger?
Me? Why, I don't smoke at all.
What? Doesn't smoke at all? In the 50s? Now that is acting strangely.
Watch your butt, Doctor. We're investigating you next.
And you, Colonel?
Cigarettes? What are you driving at?
That's funny. How long has Dr. Martin been using this brand of tobacco?
Well, I really don't know. Why?
Now, Mrs. Martin, you say you have no idea where he could be at this hour.
Why, no, he's never been this late before without telephoning.
Well, I hate to ask this, but have you ever had any suspicion that there might be another woman
Certainly not.
I'm sorry, Miss Morton.
Just why are you asking me these questions?
Well, let's put it this way. Has he made any new friends lately? You know, people not in the usual group.
No, the only people we've seen in months have been connected with the Institute. Excuse me. Hello? Yes, just a moment. It's for you, Mr. Briggs.
Oh, thank you.
All units in Sector 7, Code 4. Repeating, Code 4. Be on the lookout for two-tone coupe.
Coupe? What is that?
I don't remember the Beach Boys singing She's My Little Deuce Coupe.
Well, maybe he meant toupee.
Hey!
License number 1W67713. Repeating, all units, Code 4. Missing, Dr. Douglas P. as in Paul Martin. Male Caucasian, 32 years of age. Height 6'3". Weight 195 pounds. Color of hair blonde. Color of eyes blue. Last seen driving away. License number 1W67713.
Dr. Martin. What are you doing with this? Any special reason for placing it under this rock?
That is strange.
What, egghead scientist decking the G-Man?
All the people that guy's been bugging. This is only the first time today somebody's decked him.
Well, he is kind of a snoop.
Where's your phone?
Over there behind the pump.
Operator, give me Crestview 95359.
All units in Sector 7, Code 4. Repeating, Code 4. Be on lookout for two-tone coupe. License number 1W67713.
Operator, you sure you're dialing the right number? We'll try it again, will you? It's my home. There ought to be someone there now.
At junction of Highway 66 and Beach. Ambulance en route. Car 17, Code 7, 4th and Roberts. Suspects may be armed. Repeating, Code 2 to all units. Dr. Douglas P. as in Paul Martin. Male Caucasian, 32 years of age. Height 6'3". Weight 195 pounds. Color of hair blonde. Color of eyes blue. Missing, Dr. Douglas P. as in Paul Martin. Male Caucasian.
Oh, man.
What, Doc?
I wanted to hear what 10 gallons of gasoline cost in 1954.
Repeating, Code 2 to all units.
Hey, mister! Operator, give me the police, quick!
Calling car 6. Calling car 6, Code 11. Come in, Briggs. Calling car 6. Calling car 6, Code 11. Code 11, Central calling. Come in, Briggs.
Hello, Central. Hello, Central. This is Briggs. This is Briggs. Come in.
Subject, Dr. Douglas Martin, last seen en route 61, heading toward North Junction. Stopped at gas station, corner of Ridgewood and Mills Road. Acknowledge.
Roger. Briggs out.
I don't get it. If you keep your eyes on the road, it's supposed to keep you from having an accident.
Yeah, but those weren't his eyes.
They're here. They're going to... Here. They're here. They're here. They're going to destroy us.
He's coming out of it.
It's all right, Dr. Martin. You're with friends. You'll be all right.
Now let me go. Let me go.
Steady now. Steady, Doc.
He'll kill everyone. We've got to stop now.
Easy, Doug. Easy.
What did you give him? Sodium amethol. Truth serum. To deprive his mind of any imagination.
Why, whoever wrote the screenplay must have been hooked on that stuff.
I guess you'll make sense now. I'll get the recorder ready.
Hey, everybody, here we are on Chiller Theater. What do you think, my friend?
I love Peter Graves.
Oh, I know. Clearly.
You remember in Airplane when he was playing out all the symptoms? Leslie Nielsen would mention the symptoms of the people who eat the fish, and he would drool, and he would have a gas attack, and he would pass out.
Right.
I think of him every time I see one of those pharmaceutical ads where they mention the side effects. They're required by law to mention the side effects. And I think of Peter Graves acting them all out.
You know, what scares me is the commercial, the pharmaceutical, where the first 15 seconds is the message and the last 45 seconds is filled with the stuff that can happen. You know,
you may experience.
Oh, I know. You may experience.
There's one that says you may experience gambling urges. That is a symptom.
Get out of here.
You may run down to the casino and it's just, it's nuts.
Get out of here.
So I see Peter Graves.
Under,
big money, big money.
Laying him out. That's right. Pulling the old bandit there. All right, everybody, let's split.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
How did they get in these crazy positions? Playing Funny Bone, the game for people who love to laugh. Okay, back where you started.
The shin bone connected to the knee bone. The ear bone connected to the shoulder bone. The hip bone connected to the hand bone. The head bone connected to the head bone.
When you pick up a Funny Bone card, well, you'll just have to get Funny Bones, the game for people who love to laugh, by the makers of Monopoly. Funny Bones is a Parker game.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, kiddies, we're back on the old Chiller Theater. What do you think, Meng?
Oh, it's coming. It's coming up here. Coming up here.
One of our favorite segments of all. One of our favorite things that ever, and Inga, the prop mistress, right? Went ahead and created for us a reoccurring prop on Chiller Theater. And basically, Inga doesn't get a lot of loving here on the show. But let me say, Inga's done some fine work for us.
Yes.
Like the Torg, the amazing Torg.
The Torg robot.
The Torg robot, the remarkable.
But we get a lot of use out of our Killers from Space Popeyes.
Oh, yeah.
But they were inspired by this movie and what the scenes that are coming up next.
That's right. So Popeye, here we come. It's going to be very, very exciting. I'm going to coat myself with olive oil as long as we're going to pie. Not the first time, my friends.
Popeye.
Well, I try to do right now when I use oil for like body lubrication, I try to go with a healthful oil. An oil that's not going to cause any kind of heart ramifications. I use an extra virgin olive oil.
Can you hear me, Dr. Martin?
Yes.
Now listen to me. I want you to count backwards from 100. Do you understand? Backwards from 100.
100. 99. 88. 87.
86, 24, 007, Adam 12, Route 66, 90210.
Or you can ask him questions now.
Dr. Martin, what were you doing with the information you took from Dr. Kruger's vault?
I was delivering it.
Delivering it? But where? To the rocks in Soledad Flats?
Yes. Soledad Flats, and where we crashed. I was delivering it, just as I was ordered.
Who ordered you to do this, Dr. Martin?
I'll tell you the whole story. I remember we were circling the atomic cloud. There was an object glowing beneath us at Soledad Flats. We were going down to investigate. Controls jammed. Couldn't pull out. When I regained consciousness, I was on a table. Next thing I knew, they were coming at me. Strange people. Their eyes, those horrible eyes. They didn't speak. I could see something strange and eerie pulsating in front of me. Then one of them lowered it toward my chest. It was my own heart. What happened? What is this place?
Who are you? What are you doing to me?
Can't you speak? Who are you?
Dr. Martin, I see you are quite well. You have recovered from your unfortunate accident.
Who are you?
A scientist, like yourself.
Where do you come from?
From a planet, yet unknown to you.
You know my name. You speak English.
We speak every language.
You can't expect me to believe that. I'm getting out of here.
Stay where you are.
See what we got from back engineering alien technology? Like those new energy-saving bulbs.
Oh, man, I hate those things. They hurt my eyes.
Who are you?
I have already told you that.
How did you get here?
Here, in our machines magnetically propelled across the electron bridge we have created.
Electron bridge?
More alien technology. Big screen TVs, remote controls.
What else did we get from the aliens, Doc?
You never will believe where those Keebler cookies come
No! No!
You mean you come and go, just like that? Without anyone ever seeing you?
Our ships have been sighted on numerous occasions by your people.
Then why haven't we been able to track one down?
We have a warning system similar to your primitive radar. Our machines are set to change course at the mere approach of a pursuing object.
Let's say I do believe you. Where are we right now?
In a cavern within the upper crust of the Earth.
How long have we been here?
Since the beginning of your experiments in nuclear fission.
What have you got to do with that?
We are accumulating the energy released with each of your atomic explosions. One moment.
No, I here, Peter, Peter. No, Peter, Peter. I let it. Now, Nino, Nino, never, Nino. Yeah, rather. Yes, Nino. Yeah, Nino. How need it? What was that?
A report from the monitor we sent to the surface to obtain the results of your last nuclear test.
Results? They'll take days to analyze and compute.
I think you will find these figures are correct.
So how come we're not writing on tinfoil?
Yet.
I can't believe it. Where is that man?
You don't recognize the area?
No.
He is in the vicinity where you crashed.
That rock was glowing.
A normal reaction in view of the amount of radiation absorbed. You have a remarkable memory, Doctor, considering the fact that you did not survive the crash.
What do you mean?
The mechanism of your heart had ceased to function. It was necessary for us to revive it. You were dead.
I was dead? So that's what they were doing. You didn't even try to help the pilot. Why did you save me?
Because we had an important need of your services.
Such as?
Look this way, Doctor. You will understand.
Hey, everybody, back on Chiller Theater with the fabulous Doc Moreau. I'm the Ugly Ned the Dead. You know, a lot of shows, we should probably use those. Shouldn't we every once in a while put our names on there? I guess we, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shows, you know, you watch regular shows, they got their name up all, I didn't mean, hi, my name is Doc Moreau. You know what I mean? The like what we call in the business, supers, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, go ahead and put
You're
those.
in the biz.
Oh, I think that would be neat, you know, so that people know who we are. Because, I mean, they may wonder, who are these Lamoxes? You know what I'm saying?
Might have something there.
All right, now, friends, we got a little more extra content for you. We're all about content on Chiller Theater. It's a multimedia mixed. It's kind of mixed media. We're now starting to do some fabric art that we're very proud of. But we have something up called Super Circus. Now, kids programming these days. Of course, there's 50 channels of kids programming, all of which is just amazing. And let's take a look back at the way it used to be for kids and why we have a very distorted generation of adult humans.
Well, hello again, all you more Super Circus fun! Hey, that's not bad, and I'm glad because we've got more Super Circus fun for you right now.
Here's something very special for boys and girls and grown-ups, too. See, kids, we're having a ball down in Clown Alley. Nikki's teaching Mary how to waltz. Come on.
Hey, what you doing, Jake? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm teaching Mary how to waltz.
Yeah.
Waltz! Don't be a square all your life.
What?
Ain't you heard about the latest dance craze? Man, it's the Sugar Smack Swing. Oh, big breakfast. Good snack. Swing to Kellogg's Sugar Smack. Everybody swing for a big breakfast. A good snack. Swing to Kellogg's Sugar Smack.
Gee, Cliffy, that Sugar Smack Swing is a lot of fun. But I know something that's even more fun.
What's that?
And that's eating a big bowl full of those golden puffs of wheat with milk all over them. Say, no wonder the swing is to Kellogg's Sugar Smack.
And Mary, don't forget the swing to Smacks for snacks, because you can eat Sugar Smacks right out of the box, you see, because every bite is candy sweet, because every Sugar Smack is roasted. Hey, Mary.
Yes, Cliffy?
Do you dig the Sugar Smacks out of the box?
I did.
Okay, then let's swing. For a big breakfast, a good snack, swing to Kellogg's Sugar Smack.
Hey, get with it, kids. Pick up one of those red and white packages with Mary and Cliffy on the front and join the swing to and good Kellogg's Sugar Smacks.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Summertime, picnic time, outdoor time, and time to enjoy yourself. Get in the swim, have sun fun, and that calls for lots of reserve energy, the kind of sparkling energy you get from good energy-building Sunbeam bread. The basic ingredient here, delicious Sunbeam bread sandwiches, the bread you need to give you the pep you need, and along with everything else, it tastes delicious. Now, he looks happy with lots of vim, vigor, and vitality, and she also is full of the kind of pep you admire. She got that energy from Sunbeam bread. See what we mean? Say, fella, you better watch out. You can never tell what will happen. Uh-oh. Well, he'll feel better with another Sunbeam sandwich. Is that good and full of energy? So, take a tip. Make super delicious, super fresh sandwiches with Sunbeam.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, everybody, we're back on Chiller. What's the matter there, Ming?
Well, that makes me miss Colonel Caboose.
Oh, yeah.
There's no Russ Whiteout anymore.
Oh, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember? Or there were...
he drew me a Popeye once.
No,
oddly enough. Killers from Space.
You have to go
Popeyes.
back and, while we may mention people who are maybe on other stations, but there was in Green Bay what I believe to have been the most obnoxious show that has ever aired anywhere on the face of the earth. And it was called Barney's Clubhouse Pow, ladies and gentlemen. It was, there was a show on another station in Green Bay where it was the first kind of interactive deal. Kids would call in and they would shoot at a little, basically it was this weird interactive thing. And the kids would see something on the screen and they'd go, pow, pow, pow. And it would like try to shoot these things. It combined the worst elements of society with the most obnoxious thing, and I believe should have been outlawed from the moment it was on.
Here, Doctor. You are the first of your world to be looking at our solar system, the Astron. This is our planet, Astron Delta. It occupies the fourth position in relation to this, our sun.
Yes, go on.
During the 23rd time rotation, our sun began to die. So during the succeeding generations, as our planet began to cool, vegetation began to disappear. Our eyes developed to this state to combat the ever-growing darkness. We were forced to migrate.
You left your planet? Where?
We invaded these neighboring planets. They were nearer to our sun.
How many of you?
All of us, well over 1 billion. There were feeble attempts to stop us, but we were prepared for such contingencies. And now that our sun is about to completely expire, we must move again in order to survive. Yours is the only planet in this solar system capable of supporting our civilization.
You're fantastic. Over 1 billion of you trying to come here to Earth.
We have no alternative. We have been putting our plan to work for some time. At the proper moment, the invasion will be launched from our platforms, which are being readied in space. Nothing can stop us.
Insane. This is ridiculous.
You cannot find your way in or out of this cavern. Do not try to leave.
So, you have discovered our menagerie. Don't you think you will be more at ease on this side of the cage?
It's horrible. What are you doing here?
We are breeding our, shall I say, armies.
Those carnivorous insects and animals? What have you done to them?
Their growth is due to a change in their genes. With your next nuclear test, these animals will multiply at a rate beyond imagination. When time comes, we will unleash them. They will spread to every continent and devour every living thing on the surface of the earth.
What good will that do you? How could you expect to survive better than we?
We have provided for that. No, Doctor. Look over there. We will use their bodies to fertilize the soil. Vegetation will rise up in abundance. A new era of civilization will begin.
Gamma rays?
You see, Doctor, we have arranged for everything.
Hello, young weens. How are you people?
You know what Andy asked me?
What's that?
He asked me if invading the Earth with giant lizards and insects was Plan 7 or 8 from outer space.
Well, that may have been. That's right. You know, Andy, he gets embarrassed when we talk about him, but we have a very frequent contributor named Andy, and that dude, I'll tell you what, I just want to say, Andy, I know this embarrasses you. We absolutely love what he always tells us his impression of the show, gives us scientific facts. The dude is out of his mind, and we love him.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
As every mother knows, and fathers too, youngsters grow up much too fast. That's why every family needs a Kodak Instamatic movie camera. The camera that's so easy to load and so easy to use. Outdoors or in, even a busy mother can do it. It takes the brightest, sharpest home movies ever. like these Super 8 movies actually taken with an Instamatic movie camera and projected with a Kodak Instamatic projector. Right now, with Christmas close at hand, we'd like to remind fathers everywhere there's no finer gift for any wife this Christmas than a Kodak Instamatic movie camera all her own. It costs less than $40 and can save the joy of Christmas and happy months to come.
Welcome back to Cheller Theater.
Hey, everybody, back on Cheller Theater. How you doing, Fred? Why is it that we've done how many shows together now? Probably, 75, 80 shows. Why am I suddenly startling you when I begin the booth segments? I need to know this.
I don't know.
Well, come on, man. You gotta. Did something happen in your life where you're a little?
I'll try analyzing it.
I don't know about that. I don't think you should go anywhere near analysis. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so nervous about there's a shrew right there.
Yeah, the shrew. We get to see the business end of the shrew here, friends. You get the pretty front of the shrew. We get the horrible backside. Hey, what's next week's movie, Doc? Do you have any? What's the movie next week, there, boys? Any idea? Wasp Woman. There it is. Wasp. You know, and to me, I love insect movies. I'm always big on insects. I really am. I remember I had a movie on once called Green Hell, a very unusual movie. And they said in the movie, they had analyzed some tissue, and they said, that's not human tissue, it's insect tissue. Wasp tissue. I think those are words that have never been spoken before or since. Wasp tissue.
Wait a minute. All this equipment?
Our nuclear storage units. To date, we have accumulated several billion electron volts as a result of your atomic explosions.
Several billion?
Wow, he's impressed, Doc. What do you think?
Well, I queried our science consultant, Andy, and according to him, that would power a 100-watt light bulb for a whole 1 millionth of a second. So, kinda tiny. So who's the bigger idiot? The alien bragging about it?
Or the nuclear scientist who's impressed by it?
A chain reaction at this point could release enough unstable isotopes to create a new and powerful element. Might be impossible to control.
True. An element that will never be known by your scientists. I can assure you the strength of this new element will be...
This is a powder keg. Could go up at any minute.
I assure you, Doctor, we have everything under our complete control.
What force could possibly be strong enough to harness the... You control your whole operation by electricity. Of course, no generators. That means you're getting your power from somewhere on the surface. It must be passing through here.
You have heard enough, Dr. Martin. Step inside.
All right. What do you want from me?
You will have access to advanced information relative to the time and strength of the forthcoming atomic tests.
What about it?
You will provide us with that information as soon as it is available.
I see. You're afraid of an overload. You can't tap enough electricity wherever you get it from to control a strong enough charge.
You are a clever man, Doctor. Perhaps too clever.
And what makes you think I'll give you any information?
It is the only way you can save your own life when the time comes. You will be transported to one of our platforms in space and resettled here when our operation is completed.
You're asking me to sabotage the entire world, 3 billion people.
They are doomed in any case.
Well, I guess there's no alternative. I'll have to do as you say.
You are lying, Doctor. Your only wish is to betray us.
No.
I know. Your thoughts have been recorded.
Lie detector?
Call it what you like. You force me to resort to other methods. I will contact our space station. You are an unwilling subject, Dr. Martin.
What? Who are you?
I am Lita. You will listen and obey.
No,
You will listen to my orders and obey me. You will listen and obey. Listen
and obey.
Party in Green Bay.
You will remember nothing you have seen or heard here. Nothing but my orders which you will obey.
Yes.
You will obtain the data and bring it to the stone near the place where your plane was wrecked.
To the stone.
What have you seen or heard here? What have you seen or heard here?
Nothing.
Repeat my orders.
I will obtain the data and bring it to the stone. Well, that's what I did. I took the information to where they told me. I didn't realize I was being mesmerized. Why doesn't somebody say something? Don't you believe me? Kurt, you understand. These giant animals breeding by the millions, they'll devour everything unless we stop them. Of course, Doug, we will. Colonel, you've got to arrange to set off another bomb tonight. The strongest charge we have. They're beneath the ground with all their equipment. We can blow them to pieces.
Now, wait a minute.
A strong charge will overload their units. You still believe me, Colonel? Major? Kurt? Of course we do. Easy, Doug, easy. You think I'm crazy, all of you. Well, I'm not, do you understand? Everything I said is true. I saw it with my own eyes.
Give me a hand, Doug.
Now, let me go. Let me go. Steady, steady, steady. Take it easy now. Take it easy. We'll talk this whole thing over. What are you doing to me now? Just rest quietly. That's it.
Mrs. Martin should be along any minute now. She went for their car. What'll I tell her?
Well, he's in a state of shock. Tell her he's resting quietly.
If you'll excuse me, I think I'd better wait for her at the information desk.
Well, Dr. Martin seems to be indestructible, except for those hallucinations.
Those weren't hallucinations, Colonel. Under the influence of sodium amethol, a patient loses all control of his imagination.
Well, then he shouldn't be able to fabricate those stories.
That's right.
Major, you're not trying to tell us that everything he said was true.
Look, gentlemen, I can only give you the medical facts. As for the rest, you'll have to decide for yourself. Excuse me, please.
You remember Dr. Kildare?
Yeah?
In medical school, they called him Dr. Don't Care.
Good evening, Dr. Kruger. Chilly, isn't it?
Oh, Mr. Briggs, you startled me. I didn't expect to see anyone here.
Man, it's so dark I can't even see them there.
Well, neither did I, Doctor.
Well, I suppose you want me to explain why I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to believe Doug. We've worked together a long time. Anyway, I just had to come out here and check for myself.
Check what, Doctor?
For an entrance or an exit to the caverns he described.
I'm afraid you're wasting your time. A cigarette, Doctor?
No, thank you.
See, we've already covered the entire area. We couldn't find a thing.
Then, what about that scar? I'd like to see you disprove that.
Oh, Mrs. Martin.
Oh. How is he, Doctor?
Oh, he's resting fine. I think he'll be all right. How's the car?
Keep away from me. Keep away, I say.
Doc!
Let me go. They're after me. Nobody's after you, Dr. Martin. Keep away.
Doc, he's trying to help you.
I don't need the help.
I want to see Kurt right away.
Now, you control yourself. And I'll call him just as soon as you get back to your room.
Now, you get back into bed and I'll call Dr. Kruger.
I've got to figure something out before he gets here. Need a pencil, some paper, and a slide rule.
I'll see that you get it. Oh, can I have Dr. Kruger, please?
Dr. Kruger speaking. Oh, yes, Major. How is he? All right, I'll be over in a few minutes.
Doug. Doug.
Doug!
Doug. Kurt.
Ellen, I got here as soon as I could. Is there anything wrong?
He's much better. Imagine he's even started working. He asked for paper and a slide rule.
That's interesting. Wonder what he's up to.
Formulas, equations.
You know, egghead stuff.
Hey, we prefer science-oriented America.
Whatever. Huh.
Anyway, whatever he says, pretend to agree with him. Major Cliff's orders.
Of course.
Doug. Doug, Kurt's here.
Hello, Doug. Just a second, I'm almost finished.
I'll take your hat.
Thank you. Kurt, let's face it. I know that you all think there's something wrong with me.
No, of course not.
No, I wouldn't blame you after the story I told last night.
Well, frankly, you did have us a little worried, asking that a bomb be dropped because of what you said.
You don't believe me either. Kurt, I tell you, I've been there. I've seen what they're doing, breeding animals into carnivorous monsters. But I don't need a bomb to stop them. I figured it out. It's all here. Now look. Here's the nuclear strength of our last test. And this is the amount of electricity needed to control it.
Let me see that.
I had to estimate the conversion rates of their transformers.
These figures are correct. Such transformers must operate on a constant supply of electricity. Where could they get that much electric power?
Only one way. They must tap it from the main lines at the powerhouse. Could do it by parallel induction. Nobody'd ever know the difference. All we have to do is to cut it off.
Cut off the power? We can't do that. It would cause untold damage for miles around. Such a power stoppage must be planned in advance.
8 to 10 seconds, that's all I need. That gap in supply will short out their resistors and the whole thing will go up. But you won't go along with that. No, not
Doug, get back in bed.
the car keys. There's
Now look, you're carrying this
out of my way.
Doug!
Please call the main gate and try to stop Dr. Martin.
Doug, stop the car. Hurry.
Dr. Martin!
Stop! Stop!
Hey, everybody, back on Chiller Theater. You know, dude didn't realize he was being. Dude didn't realize he was being mesmerized. That's a hallmark of mesmerization. I don't know if you people are aware of that. Generally, we don't realize if we're being mesmerized. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole nature of mesmerization means that you don't really know. You know what I mean?
Don't know.
Right. Because if you knew, you really wouldn't be mesmerized. You would just be kind of acting according to a plan that you have some part of, which in fact mesmerization is not.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Wanda.
Wanda who?
Wanda try some artificial ingredients in bars from Mars?
Artificial is a nasty word at Mars.
Yes, everything is for real in bars from Mars. Snickers, for instance, are a delectable blend of the world's finest pure milk chocolate. Fluffy whites of whole, fresh eggs. Plump, fresh roasted peanuts. And fresh grade A milk to make a luscious malted milk and caramel treat studded with crunchy peanuts. Yes, for real candy satisfaction, try Snickers. One taste tells you why everything is for real in candy bars from Mars. Why the best candy on Earth comes from Mars.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Go ahead, Doc. Go ahead. I can tell whenever you're moving. What?
I keep thinking about the tunnels with the giant creatures in them and what it must smell like. Like 1,000 boxes of unchanged kitty litter is my guess.
You know, this is where Doc and I differ because I rarely consider the olfactory nature of the, I look at the scenes. I rarely think of the smell of movies. You know what I'm saying? Why is it, Doc? What is it? He's obviously, this movie has you in its clutches, doesn't it?
I always wonder what stuff smells like.
I know. Well, see, now to me, again, there's rarely a time that I watch, unless it's, one time I had to make a video for a company that makes bidets. In that video, I thought a little bit about that for whatever reason. I don't know why. It kind of dawned on me as I was constructing that video. I was an editor in those days, I was editing that video, and as I'm watching him use the bidet, I'm thinking, that's an interesting. Wonder how that is. It's, yeah, the noises were a lot like that.
He did what? How long ago? Right, we'll leave immediately.
What's wrong, Colonel?
Dr. Martin. He's on his way to the powerhouse, wants to cut off the power supply.
Let's go.
I couldn't stop him, Doctor. He went that way. run up the stairs. I'll look here.
There's his car. Come on, hurry.
He isn't back there. Let's go.
Where's the driver of this car? He went into the building.
You gotta take the stairs.
What do you want? Where are the main switches?
Say, what's the matter with you? You sleepwalking or something, mister?
Where are the switches that control the flow of that blast area? I said, where are they?
Oh. Control room. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Come on, show me those switches. Come on.
All right.
Cut that power.
Now look, mister, be reasonable.
I said cut it. Now the next one. Next. Go on.
That'll turn the power off for 100 miles.
Do as I say.
Here it is.
Stay where you are. Put down that gun, Dr. Mutt. I'm warning you, Colonel. Come any closer and I'll kill you. Now the next one. What's this one?
That's the master switch.
Cut it.
Doug, please, don't.
I said cut it. Get back or I'll kill him. Go on, get back. Go on, get back.
Do as he says.
Give me 10 seconds after I cut the power. If I'm insane, nothing will happen and you can do what you want with me. But if I'm right... Now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Over here.
Man, that's amazing.
It's amazing what you can see from the 5,000th floor.
Soledad flats right in the button.
Just as he said.
He blew them to pieces.
go, everybody.
Whoa.
One of the most ludicrous shots of all time.
All that lizard and insect guano going up.
And out the window, you're looking out the window, yet you're at 35,000 feet. Suddenly the house you're in is at 35,000 feet. Because those explosions, you rarely get a ground level view that shows the top of a mushroom cloud. You know what I'm saying?
An H-bomb obliterating the American Southwest.
Well, it's nice to know that you've got a window view where you are fully protected. Much like this amazing set made by Colt Zahn from the Bad Boys over at Terror on the Fox. You know, this thing, I truly believe that if there were any cataclysmic occurrence here in the studio, that this thing would be protecting us.
It would survive.
Dude,
it would survive.
Wow. Again, you know, I think it's spectacular. All right, everybody. Next week's movie is The Wasp Woman. We urge you to tell your friends about Chiller Theater. Tell your family or warn your friends and family about Chiller Theater and bring yourselves on in. Thanks to the sponsors. Thanks, Van Brady's. Thank you, loyal viewers. We love you, or what?
Thanks for watching Ned the Dead and Doc Moreau. Remember to check out their stuff at nedthedead.com.